It's a pretty morning. Got up at a good time, 7 o'clock, and I'm ready to go. I'm just taking a few more minutes because why rush out of a campsite with a view like this? The wind stopped last night. It was blowing really good, then calmed down. I'm happy to see some clouds in the sky. Did 18 miles yesterday, and if I can do 19 today, then I'll just have a little bit of up and down, followed by a long up and a long down, and without having to dry camp or carry too much water. So I'm pretty excited. So even taking just a few minutes to enjoy the view, I like it. Several hikers went by and they're so staring at the trail, they never looked up to see what was around them. And I like my slow, relaxed pace. In the next 2 miles, I have a total of like 300 foot of up and 380 foot of down. Then I've got like 5 miles of downhill. And after that, it's like 6 miles of uphill, followed by 7 miles of downhill. But then I'm at a spot where there's probably going to be a lot of hikers there, but maybe a fire ring, maybe logs to sit on. So that'll make for a 19-mile day. But right now the pack feels light. Legs and feet feel good. I see no reason why I couldn't do it. If I can stop pulling out the camera every time I see something pretty. So I'm heading that way. And I know I've shown this valley before, but it seems like every half mile, the view changes a little bit. So we'll look at it again. And I'm coming from that way. Still rocky. It's 8 o'clock. My 2 miles of little ups and downs went by pretty quick. And now I'm ready for about 4 3/4 mile of downhill. Gonna drop like 1,400 foot. Going down that way. I'm going down that way. A lot of big rocks. I like big rocks. Now I'm coming down from that way. About half mile left my downhill stretch. I'll get some water, maybe take a little break, and then it's uphill. This is Chimney Creek. Looks like there's trail magic just a little bit ahead. I was going to get 3 liters, then I realized there's more water in 2 miles. That's 2 miles of uphill. I wouldn't have to carry water, so I've already got 2 liters. I'll drink at least one of them. Well, it was hard. I managed not to spend too much time. Had a Coke and had some good conversation. And now I'm going to start going uphill. 6.5 miles of up. I'm glad I can do the first 2 without water in the pack. Going up that way. I can hear the water in the spring now. Coming up, you can see the trail's pretty rocky, but it's still neat. I'm going up that way. Going to the Fox Spring. This isn't it. And it sounds like I'll cross a creek first. Well, I think the creek is going to be where I get my water. I figured I'd come over here and check this out. Looks like there used to be a couple of sheds or buildings over here. It was getting a little crowded. I filtered 3 liters, drank almost all of one. Now I've got 2 liters for the next 10 miles. That should be plenty. About 4.5 uphill, 6 downhill, about 350 foot of elevation gain or loss per mile. Doesn't sound very bad. It is hot though. I'm not quite a mile into the 4.5 up from the spring. 2 liters aren't feeling too bad. I drank most of a liter while I was down there. And a lot of this is going to be kind of steep, just under 500 foot a mile. But that's okay. Only got about 3.5 left. Still going up, but the view changes every little bit. Came from that way. Coming from that way. See that spot up there? Gonna walk there. From over there. In a half mile, I'm gonna cross a dirt road and start going down. So I bet that's the dirt road right there. And I'm still going to go up a little, so probably over here. I've been feeling good. I think some of the times I've been feeling sluggish, I just didn't have enough electrolytes. Because I dosed myself with electrolytes at the last water source. I've been feeling good, even going uphill. Come from that way. As soon as I started recording, the wind picked up, so I had to stop and get out the external mic. So I don't know, but that could be Whitney up there. Whenever I saw this view, I had to get the phone out. Can't lie, I'm starting to get pretty excited. But right over here is the road that I'm going to cross, and the trail starts going down. You can see those have all been dead trees laying everywhere. going that way. I can hear some thunder off in the distance. Doesn't look like rain right here, at least not yet. Wouldn't hurt me to check a weather forecast every now and then, huh? I found a log here, and still have a leader and less than 5 miles to the next water. So, gotta take a little break and drink some. So I'm going that way, and the trail goes and around that corner there. It's cooled off quite a bit with the clouds. Pretty nice. Came down from up there. And come around this bend. A little bit different view. Don't worry, I'll show it to you again, because I'm sure it'll get better as I go farther. I'm about 3 miles from the next water. I was thinking about pushing on since that'd be 19 miles. Go ahead and do another one. But the clouds and the thunder kind of get closer, so it might be time to set up a tent. Still going that way. It's hard to go slow. See all those yellow spikes out there? Those are yucca, and for at least a mile I've been seeing them over on that side and not seeing any on my side. And then I just got some. Starting to feel a few drops. Seeing them in the dirt. And I can hear a creek running down there. I'm blanking on the name, but that's the creek I'm going to camp by. I didn't check the map, but it can't be too much farther. So almost immediately the rain started to pick up. And of course, once again, my poncho is at the bottom of the backpack. And the wind's picking up. So, rain cover on the pack, shirt and the hat in the pack. I'm 1 mile from the campsite. Not sure how long it'll last. Leaving the valley behind. And way over there is the Kern River. And I think I'll get next to it tomorrow. But the trail's going to go around this corner and around and cross the creek. Told there's lots of flat campsites up above the water and a fire ring. And I don't see any smoke yet. So that means I get to be the fire guy. I might have spent 10 minutes walking up and down. There's a lot of really great spots. They've all got people in them. And I was just about to set up down over there, right by the creek, where the fire pit was. I doubt we're going to get enough rain to make that creek rise. But I'd rather not risk it. So, I think this will be my spot right here. Trail crosses over there and then starts going up. It's lightening up over here anyway. But I still need to go get water. And while I'm there, I might as well make a fire. The tent's set. Most everything's dry. And, yep, this is it for the night. It's 5:15, so maybe I can get some videos edited. You can camp without a campfire, but why? Went to gather tinder, and a bunch of tree bark from this tree was hung up in some bushes and was dry like paper.